It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. And it's coming up next.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, here in Dallas, winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. But this team this year may have even extra pressure on their shoulders in what might very well be the toughest division in football.
And that extra pressure will go on the offensive side of the ball. They'll need consistent play from the quarterback position because they are very explosive. And on the defensive side, they want to continue to take the ball away and make themselves contenders in the NFC East.
Then for the visiting Rams, they found out the hard way that you need a lot of good fortune when you win a Super Bowl title. And when you don't get that good fortune, as they didn't last year, things can crash down to earth in a hurry.
And none of us really saw this coming. Remember, they were 12-5 the year they won the Super Bowl. Went 5-12 last year. Somehow I think this Rams team is better than what we saw last season, adding in a lot of new pieces in order to try and get back to the top of the NFC West.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense, and they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago to help spark another postseason run.
Start out with Evans. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
The extra receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Evans gets it again on second down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing is Stafford. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Stafford to Higbee there. Rams first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Evans running behind center. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And just shedding him off there. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
So just a tremendous play there defensively on his opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there, turned it all around. Big moment.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Stafford now to throw.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. Tutu Atwell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Evans.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, LA. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Prescott has some things to clean up from last season, leading the NFL with 15 interceptions and only 12 games played. But we can't overlook the good. 23 touchdowns and an 8-4 record as a starter as he led the Cowboys to consecutive postseasons for the first time since 2007.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
A great run by Pollard, and runs like that have had us anticipating a breakout season from him for years. And it finally arrived in 2022. Dallas gave him more run, and he had his first 1,000-yard season despite receiving less than 200 touches.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Now Stafford.
He'll find his man Skoranek over the middle.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give running right is Evans.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This now a 3rd and 4.
To throw is Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
2nd and 10.
Stafford.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Stafford looks to throw again.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A good pick up there at 22.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he's got it inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
2nd and goal from the 1. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys are once again back in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that makes it 14-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Rams getting set to go now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Stafford on first down. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA. 2-2 Atwell. 52 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Cowboys 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and 3rd and 1 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 1st down, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down, Prescott. Throw complete right side to Close. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Prescott on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Cooks on the quick slant. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Throwing. Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have yet again retaken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now a 2nd and 10. Evans running straight ahead.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Stafford. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And he got that one all wrong. That goes almost directly out of bounds. And this is going to be spotted inside the 25-yard line.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense.
He's delivered a solid performance so far here in the 2nd quarter.
Everything has been good for him. And right now, if you're on defense, you don't want it to go to great. So you have to just change up coverages and looks on him all the time. Press coverage sometimes, back off and play some man, show some zone, double team him, make him really work for each and every catch.
He's hit the end zone once. Maybe there's more in the tank.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Pollard one more time. And he will take it in for a Cowboys score. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
No, old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Ethan Evans on down to punt.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To about the 33-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, it's Prescott.
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on fourth down. Back deep for the Rams is Tutu Atwell.
Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Out of the gun, a give to Evans.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Stafford.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Straight ahead, it's Evans. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Back to throw. Stafford. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms here going over the middle. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Williams will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Williams again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Ben Skoranek taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out here come the Cowboys.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Prescott now on 2nd down.
Well, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. That's caught once again by Gallup.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage. In the second quarter and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first down, it's Stafford.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly.
2nd and 9 now. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Now a first down throw, Stafford.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To throw on second down is Stafford. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Evans.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll give to Pollard. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. "38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Pollard again. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. It was the veteran quarterback Dak Prescott who had it working in the first half. He threw a first-quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half, and he may just be getting started.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Prescott now. incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Stafford on first down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. Stafford. Into the hands of Skoronic. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. He couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Marr able to put this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Throwing, Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and 3rd and 8 now.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Now for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 22. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw, Stafford.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Evans running behind center.
Evans, fast footwork.
And the Rams are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Evans again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Maher is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters that are in that great zone in baseball, and they say the ball looks bigger when it's approaching the plate and they're smacking it around. I think for him, the windows to throw into are wide open. Doesn't matter whether they're tight or not. He feels like it's wide open, puts it in there. 4 touchdown passes. He thinks he's going to throw a whole lot more before this one's over.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Prescott. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A second down throw for Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Donald just continues to astound with plays like that. Last year, his 9th season in the NFL, and the first time since his rookie year, he wasn't voted an All-Pro. Yet even in just 11 games, had 5 sacks and made the Pro Bowl. Simply incredible.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to get this down near the 25. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A first down throw for Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They start the drive with Evans.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball,
you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Play action now. Prescott gets this to Cooks for yet another catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. A give to Pollard running left. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you can take.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Stafford. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Stafford.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
Touchdown, L.A. Tutu Atwell. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it, and you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
They'll run left with Pollard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On play action, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Call it a gain of a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Stafford on 1st down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stafford now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down by a good couple of yards as they will indeed get the conversion there on 4th and 10. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Again, a run with Evans. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Stafford on third down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Ben Skoranek
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door up.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Now they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott to throw it. That is caught.
He's going to have the first down and then some. Look at the big man rumble.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Jake Ferguson.
67 yards.
And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. It seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Rams 43.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a first down throw. Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Atwell.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd down and 6 now.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Stafford.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They got completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford.
He'll find his man Skoranek over the middle.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Again, it's Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Here's Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Out of the gun, Stafford.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Stafford looks to throw again.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
He completes this into the hands of Jefferson. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
Throwing is Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Ben Skoranek.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Rams get a bit closer.
An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown. They attempted the fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A tackle that time by Akella Witherspoon. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On second down, it's Pollard. He will push his way down to about the 14. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They need 2. Here's third down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.